Ah, yes. Red Sox, Yankees, the Bronx. Game 3. All the chips on the table. What could go wrong? Welcome into the 7-5 Studios.
Welcome back. We're not going to help you breathe at all, Boston. As a matter of fact, we're going to continue to add on the layers of pressure and stress that we are all feeling.
Oh, my
as if
God.
it hasn't been tough enough for the last 48 hours.
I swear to God, if I had hair on the top of my head, it would be gray right now.
You'd look like this today.
Yeah, well. Boy, that hurt.
Sorry.
You're not wrong, though.
Dang it.
You're not wrong.
Okay, I'm projecting.
You're not wrong.
I have a lot of emotions right now.
Yeah. By the way,
Rallying.
A little birdie got my ear during break. If you've been watching us all morning, first of all, thank you. Secondly, I had said, I bet head-to-head McVay owns Kyle Shanahan.
And then I did the, whoo.
Yeah.
I made one sound to say, like,
Yeah.
hang,
Incorrect.
Hang 10.
Incorrect.
Hold on.
Shanahan. So McVay's 6-10 against Shanahan. So Shanahan owns him. However, McVay, when the chips are on the table,
Big moments.
he beats Shanahan. So I was kind of wrong, but not all the way wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm loud and wrong. You know what I mean?
Hey, admitting it is the first step, they say.
All right, let's get into game 3.
Okay.
Before we do this, I have to go back to game 2.
Yeah.
And I have to go back to Brian Bayo because all the weight of the world was on his shoulders last night, and that game was there to win, and he just had to give you up more than what he did, and he couldn't get it done. Going 2 2/3, there's no way around that. He's lost 4 straight, as I told you in the first segment of the show, but none more important than his last 2 starts. He loses a start that could have clinched a playoff berth for you. Okay, you let it go because you're in, right? But then in a game 2, there for the taking, you can't get it done. I say all that to talk about this kid, Conley Early, tonight.
Say it again.
It's your time, Conley. This is your time. This game, there's nothing early about it with an 8 o'clock start, but you, sir, have to be the man tonight. You can be a legend instantly by winning this game, as long as your career is going to be as great as it's going to be, as storied as it's going to be. We all hope around here. This game right here is the most important one you will pitch starting right now.
You've
got to get this done tonight, Conley Early. I think he will. He needs run support. He has to have run support. This is no longer at a point where we could say, hey, the pitching, crochet, you only need a run here or a run there. Hell nah. This kid needs help.
Yeah.
Get him his run support. You got to fix these fundamentals somehow, some way.
Yeah.
I know it's too late now to go back to the lab and read, baseball 101 fundamentals. I get it. But you got to figure something out, Cora. I think he's been managing a great series here. He has outmanaged Aaron Boone in 2 games. I mean, not hard to do. Aaron Boone should not even be there, but whatevs. Cora's doing a great job. You got to pull all the right strings tonight, which you have been doing. I'll give you props. I need more from Duran. I need more from everyone. I need run support tonight for this kid.
How many
innings
innings do you need out of Early? He's
What
sitting at about an average of 5.
You know what? It's a Brian Bayo formula. I think I said that yesterday.
Yeah,
Bayo, if you can, he's only been pitching 5. Bayo, I'm talking about. He's only been pitching 5. If he could give me 5, 3 strikeouts, a couple of runs, maybe 4 strikeouts, a couple of runs, you could have lived with Bayo yesterday. He couldn't get you any
Out
of
of 4
that.
performances, he's only had 1 that was lower than 7 when it came
Who,
to
Bayo?
strikeouts. No, Early.
Early? So tonight, say that again? Give me that stat again.
4, he's had 11 strikeouts, 7, 4, 7.
Yeah, we're not seeing that tonight. Listen, even if the kid's lights out, something tells me they're not going to play with fire. They're going to get him out of there and get to the pen. I think, gosh, if I can get 5 innings tonight out of Early, give up a run or 2, I can always live with that. If you're getting run support, strike out. It's the same as Bayo. It's strike out 4 or 5. Give me 5 innings. If I get to 6, they're winning this game.
Yeah.
That's the formula.
Okay.
It's a lot to ask, but I'm not asking for a crochet performance. I won't even let him get there. If he's cooking, if he's giving me 5, 6 innings of shutout ball, I'm still taking him out.
Wait.
And we'll all crucify Cora tomorrow, and I'll be the only one to say, I get it. I think as the game goes on, I actually think the pressure can mount more for this kid. I really do. As the game goes on. I think early on, yeah, you're going to have jitters because you're a human.
Yeah.
But I think early on for a young guy, he's going to settle in a little bit better than we all think. I think it's as the game goes on. You're not used to going deep in these games. Now you're getting in your head like, oh, my God, this is Aaron Judge. I got 2 men on it. No. Give me 5 innings, Don't crash the car. Get to the pin. We're in good shape.
Yeah, I'm asking for 5. I might be a little overzealous on the faith here, but considering, and I know that you're probably going to be like, calm down, Kasey. For him to get his first welcome into the bigs, going against an Athletics team who, yes, they're not any good, but their batting lineup was consistently underrated and not really given the light that it needed. I mean, they had some pretty big batters there, and I feel like he handled that, weathered that, no matter where things tended to ebb and flow, and he picked up some pretty stellar statistics for his first going. So I feel like he has the capability of kind of having this composure to him, and I think that the ignorance is bliss might play into that. Yeah, as innings go through, reality can set in, but I feel like when you're lock, I mean, we talked to Matt Barnes about it yesterday. He's like, honestly, you're not even like there with any of that. You're so locked in that like, doesn't matter that you're in enemy territory. It doesn't matter all these extra factors. It's just like that moment being on the mound, and then there's just this soliloquy of just silence and you and what you need to get done.
Sure.
So, I mean, if we could get 5 innings, that would be massive. But I feel like, call me on this, I feel like the Red Sox are the kind of organization where these big moments have happened so often. And this is where like development and like picking and choosing these kind of guys has played in terrifically for this clubhouse.
Let's talk run support. Who in this lineup has, I mean, Bregman, look, I've been happy with Bregman. I'm not saying any of these guys can't do more, but Bregman has showed up. Bregman's in the chat. Stories in the chat. Like, I'm getting stuff from some of these guys. I need Duran. I'm sorry. I need Jarren Duran. This would be a great time tonight to have a big game. Yoshida's in the chat. I'd start him at DH tonight if I was them.
Well, because you've gotten consistency out of it. Let's go back to the fact of what happens when Massa comes in last night.
Yeah.
I mean, there was so many moments in the game where there was defleeting. Like you said, the small details that weren't adding up, it was so defleeting. Not only from the fanship, but I'm sure for the players, more importantly. In comes Massa, another timely hit.
Right.
That's really just been like his entire freaking
He's very calm, and I think it helps in this series. So Yoshida, Story, and Bregman, I've got stuff from. I need it tonight too, but I feel confident there. I need Duran. He to me is an X factor. I need you in the field playing better, and I damn sure you got to play better at the plate. Yeah. I think Duran's an X factor for me.
I feel like there's been a big will of wanting to capitalize on a big moment for Rafaela, and maybe I'm having that one of those moments, one of his post-game moments where he's like, I wanted to go big, I wanted to send it, and I did it. Like, I feel like that will has to pay off at some point, right?
Well, look, after watching him attempt a bunt last night,
Not a strong suit, but don't go to your strong.
Well, to your point, just let him play.
Right.
Let him play it. Let him swing. I mean, if that's what I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, but it is clear to me that fundamentals, there's some things slipping through the cracks. After watching the bunt attempt, I'm like, you should have just let him swing at that. I could see him definitely as an X factor too. Look, any of these guys, Lowe, Abreu, you name it, Cap, Sogard, any of these guys, Sogard's entered the chat too. But you need, this is one of those games that it just takes one. If all these guys are consistent, okay, but it takes one night from someone at that plate, Kasey, to get hot and do it. Jarren Duran, for my money, is the guy tonight that you need. Because all season long, we talked about it. I remember at the trade deadline, let's go back, in the Wayback Machine. Remember, people were saying, well, Duran's likely the guy to get traded. The Red Sox didn't do it. And at the time, I defended the Sox because they're telling you, this guy is a spark plug for us. He's a leader in this clubhouse. Right. We need Jarren Duran. And I agreed. I defended it. But right now is a moment where you make the organization look smart for that. Does that make sense? This is an opportunity for him to really have the front offices back and say, watch this. Big game, all the chips on the table in the Bronx, do or die. Boom, you deliver. Whether it's in the field or at the plate, my wish, both. Yeah. That's tonight. He's the X factor, I think, from a lineup standpoint.
Okay, so is it too much to ask, because you mentioned Massa at DH, is there anyone else that you would want to see kind of coming in a different spot? Because even though you're talking about one moment, those moments were happening. It was just the timeliness of the moment where they couldn't capitalize. Like, how bad do you wish that there was somebody, 2 people on base when Trevor Story gets his home run?
All right.
It's a game of moments, because we can't say it was a very winnable game and then be like, we just need this one little thing. Like, that positioning, that structure in the batting lineup, that's kind of like right there, freaking there.
I'll tell you what, she got me working this morning now. Hey, Toby! me. Give me some sunflower seeds. I'm getting my skipper on.
I told you
Here's my
I
lineup.
was triggered. I cannot hear Jazz on the giddy up. I don't want to hear one Yankee on the giddy up.
Here's my lineup then, if we're going to do this. Y'all got to work with me. I'm doing this on the fly.
Yeah.
DH, I already told you Yoshida. I said that, right?
Yep.
Shortstop, we know we're going Trev. Third base, Breggy. First base, Lowe. In my outfield, Abreu, Duran, Rafaela. Sogard, second. Cap at catcher. That's my lineup.
All right.
So Yoshida's really the only one, I guess, that maybe you could be like, well, that's my lineup, and I think they get it done. Again, Yoshida, Story, and Bregman have already given me what I need. I'm anticipating I'm getting that in Game 3. It's Duran.
Okay.
He's the X factor. Now, can Lowe have a big game? Can Sogard? To your point, can Sadon? Sure, but I think with how the regular season has played out and how this team plays, and an emotional leader that he is, it's Duran.
All right. I'm not going to argue against you on that one.
That's a run support.
I know Pap wants to see his MVP in Sadon go all the way off this evening. What do you need to see out of the base running? Because you mentioned that earlier.
Good base running.
Okay.
Just fun. Just again, like it's maddening because it's not just now. It's not like we got here.
Are you seeing a lack of decisiveness in some moments?
No,
okay.
it is fundamentals.
Okay.
Like we've seen it all year. I think the frustrating part for me. It would be different if this team was fundamentally sound all year, and then we got here, and it's the Space Jam thing where, like, the Monstars lose their powers.
Right.
And you're like, what's going on? This team has struggled with this, Kasey, all year. Fundamentals, base running, brain lapses, and it's just like the first half of the season, that's why this team was losing. That's why. Remember all the one-run lost games? That's why.
I remember you being on this show asking for small ball.
So, but you can't play small ball if you can't get the fundamentals right. That's what small ball is. You with me?
Yes.
So this team, I don't think there's anything they can there's not like a magic pill they can take and all of a sudden, fundamentally, they're good. We all have to just, like, this is what this team is. But I think in this moment, you can say, hey, guys, make sure you remember the basics here before we go out here tonight, and then you go play the game. Like, I think you have to keep it top of mind of these guys because it's not a strong suit. Does that make sense?
It does. You know what I think? I think you should have been in the Bronx tonight.
I'm telling you.
Where
are my
honestly do.
sunflower seeds?
But we do want to hear from you guys. How many innings do we need out of the 24-year-old Connolly Early? I have a lot of hope. But you know what? It's the only thing keeping me sane tonight, and it's what's going to keep me up, up to 8 p.m. and beyond. So,
Listen.
Yeah.
This team will make you sweat, won't they? This team will drive you to drinking, won't they? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because here we go again. Game 3 in the Bronx tonight. I'll give you a score. 5-4. Sox, kid. We get some offense tonight. Prediction?
4-2.
Oh! Sox?
Sox.
Hey! Yes!
I'm not giving up.